Okie dokie. So today I'm going to work through the cow catcher with you. Same kind of process. I've opened up a new IPT. I've not done anything in the IPT yet. You see my browser window here is still empty. First thing we need to do, just like always, is we need to select a plane and create a sketch. All right, so here we go. Toggling back and forth between this window, which has our dimensioned part in it, and the working window. One of the things that I see that you guys are doing is you're not opening up these dimensions. Definitely got to do that. Okay. All right. So a couple new tools here. We're going to use the create a work plane. We're going to use a new tool called the loft tool. Work through it one step at a time. Let's start by drawing this. It's not really a triangle, but let's call it a triangle. It's like a trapezoidal thing. So we've got this kind of surface here, and we've got another similar one there in the bottom. So let's draw the big one first at the bottom, and that is 1.8 inches across, and it is 1 inch out to that peak. So let's go ahead and start that. 1.8 inches. All right, so here's where we're going to grab this, find our center point of this line, and we said that that was 1 inch out. Let's toggle back here and double check those dimensions. These little steps here are 1/4 inch out. Gonna just grab my line tool and we'll go 0.25, enter. Then we're using this guideline to come out here. We've done that side, so the same deal on this side. 0.25, enter. Then I'm just connecting out to here. Drop my line tool and delete that line. So now we have our kind of little completed trapezoid thing here. The next step we need to do is we need to finish our sketch. And then we need to create a work plane to draw that smaller little trapezoidal shape. So our work plane, we want to go offset from plane. We come over here. No. Okay, we want to be offset from that one. How far do we want to be offset? I don't remember. Right here. So the dimension, the offset is between here, and that dimension is right here, so 0.75. Okay, so we have that work plane created. We can now see that it exists out here, 3/4 of an inch above the other one. So now we want to grab that and we want to create a new sketch. And I just like to rotate this around. Certainly you can definitely rotate it any way you want, but this is just kind of how my brain works. So now I want to project this line over here so I can interact with this line. I don't want to use this line, but I need the center point for that line. So that center point is, where's my dimension? So, whoops. So this one is 0.75 out. So 0.75 out from the center of that line. Grab my line tool and 0.7, whoops. So I'm just going to hit my escape because my line was going off kind of sideways. So 0.75, enter. There's my line. So now let's, so since we pulled this line over, let's go ahead and we'll change this dimension of this line. Well, we can't do it that way. So let's, alrighty, so continuing on here, we have to make this line just a little bit differently. Whoops. Than what I said I was going to do. So this line is 120, so half of 120 is 0.6. I just did that math in my head. So let's come out here, this direction, 0.6, enter. Grab my line tool, and come out this direction then, 0.6, enter. I'm going to come up, 0.25, enter. And I'm just going to finish boxing that in. Need to come up off of here. Whoops. Yeah, my mouse keeps moving on me. 0.25, enter, finish boxing that in, drop my line tool, delete a couple of lines. I'm going to delete this guideline, and just so, I shouldn't need to delete this one, but let's do it anyways. Finish the sketch, and now we're ready to use that new tool that we haven't used before. It's called the Loft tool, and it goes right here. We don't have to click on any profiles, just sketches. And there we go. So now I'm just going to turn the visibility of this work plane off. So now I can see my object. And there's the basic shape for my cow catcher. The next step is we need to account for those little indents, those things right there. So a couple of new tools we're going to use here. In order to get that in, see, we can put a sketch right there. And then we will use our project geometry tool, and we'll project that. And then we'll use the offset tool again. And I can't remember what that is, offset in. Right there, 0.1. So 0.1, enter. Finish that sketch. Then we can extrude that. We want to extrude that in right here. We see that dimension right there, 0.05. So let's extrude that in. 0.05. I'll change that to a cut. Kind of grab this so we can see what we're doing for sure. And we can't do it. What did we do wrong? Let's go that way. Okay, there we go. That one worked. Okay, so we need to do another sketch on this surface. And same kind of deal. It's just basically the same process repeated. We're going to project that geometry over so we can work with it. We're going to grab it in. We're going to say 0.1, enter. Finish the sketch. Do an extrusion on that. Change that to cut. 0.05, enter. Alright, so we've got that. The next kind of tool that we were going to use is the shell tool. The shell tool basically just does what it sounds like. You can see that this thing, where's my dimension here, is hollowed out. And the shell thickness, which we get from right here, is 0.1. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that in. So we're going to use the shell tool. Shell tool is right here. We want to say remove faces. Remove that face, and we want to say 0.1, and that just happens to be what's there by default. There we go. So now, there is our mostly finished cow catcher. We need to finish up one final thing, and we need to put in these little nubs. Those are just location dimensions. I'm only going to do one in the video. It'll be the same process. So we can see that these bottom two, this is what this drawing is. This drawing is this corner broken out. And this corner is identical. So we can see that it's in 0.275 and up 0.125. Make a sketch. Up. It is up 125. 0.125. And it is over. It is over 0.275. 0.275. Enter. We're going to do our circle. We're going to find those dimensions. Those dimensions for those holes are... Where are they? Where'd they go? They're here somewhere. Where? Oh, here we go. 0.125. That's not a typical place you'd find that dimension. 0.125. So we're going to draw our circle. 0.125. Enter. I'll finish that sketch. And we need to extrude that out. We extrude that out. Where's the dimension for that? We extrude that out. 0.1? Yeah, 0.1. I'm getting it from right here. So extruding that out I'm sorry, I'm lying to you. It's right here. It's 0.125 for all three of those. So we will grab our extrude tool, get this circle. Let's come out here so we can see what we're doing. 0.125, enter. Okay, so there's that. And repeat that same process for the other three holes. Same dimensions, of just locating them off the other corners. But there is this dimension. That's called a chamfer. And I'll show you how to put the chamfer in. And we come here. I forget what it was. It was 0.1 at 45 degrees. And we'll just go like that. Like that. And what edge? 0.1. I'll say OK. And I don't know why that didn't work. Let's try that again. Say chamfer. And I'm not sure why that's not working. Let's try that one more time here. The chamfer. 0.1. All right. Let's skip that one for now, since I can't seem to get it to work.